Shalom. I'd like to start this lesson by saying Kal Halal Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone and to the hopeful elect pushing his word in truth and sincerity across the four corners of the earth. Once again, don't have a title for this lesson, but I saw this article on RT News app, US dollar hegemony. I don't know if that's hegemony, if that's what they're trying to say, will end very quickly and people won't have time to get out. Banker tells RT Keiser report. In a special end of year episode of the Keiser report, Max Keiser and Stacey Herbert talked to Mitch Fierstein of PlanetPonzi.com about what 2021 has in store. They look at two versions of the world. If you go from 1913, you know the 100 years or so that the Federal Reserve has been around, the value of the dollar has depreciated by 97%. That's crazy. 97% from 1913. That's a gigantic number, or a gigantic number. He says, so obviously you can't make the dollar worth less than zero, but it's going to depreciate even further. And US dollar hegemony will end. And this happens very quickly. People will not have time to get out. Yeah, that's true. That's going to happen very quickly, right? A lot of people are going to lose their, the way to defend themselves. So, I only have 3 scriptures, but important ones nonetheless. Ecclesiastes 7 and 12. For wisdom is a defense, and money is a defense. But the excellency of knowledge is that wisdom giveth life to them that have it, right? So for wisdom is a defense, more for sure. If you're wise, you have a way to defend yourself because you're smart. And money is defense. Money is also defense because if you can have money, you can buy people off, so to speak, or you can buy goods or whatever. You can use it to obtain things. But the excellency of knowledge is that wisdom gives life to them that have it. Yeah. Because with wisdom, you can get money. But with money, you can't get wise with money. There's a lot of dumb people with a lot of money. Right. So what I wanted to also go to is jump to 10. And I'm trying to remember which scripture. Slakia. 10 and 19. A feast is made for laughter, and wine maketh merry, but money answereth all things. So basically, just like what I just said, like if you have money and you're like in a tough situation, like say you're out of your house, you got thrown out of your house, looking for a place to stay. If you have money, you can buy yourself a place to stay. Right? Now, it just mentioned that the hegemony of US is going to be gone, right? As he said, it's going to happen so quickly, people will not have time to get out, right? So if that's the case, then that means that the US dollar, which is basically fiat currency, if I'm not mistaken, is going to be gone. So what is the actual currency, right? According to Fierstein, we're in an extraordinary time warp where we're in an extraordinary time warp when you have extreme bubbles in different markets that are not indicative of what's going on Main Street and across America. Now, this video is 25 minutes. I'm not going to play it. But yes, back to the question. If money, US dollar is not money, right? And it's going to be gone. How are you going to defend yourself? Right? There is a scripture. Hopefully it pops up. If it doesn't, Well, the answer is silver and gold. Okay, silver and gold is real currency. That's real money. Okay. Now, I'm not saying that if you have silver and gold, you're going to be saved during Jacob's trouble. I'm not saying that, because the Most High is the one that does that. But if we talk about currency, since the US dollar is basically going to be finished, right? You notice like gold has gone up astronomically in a very increasing rate. Silver has gone up also, right? Now, most likely what's going to happen, it's going to go up and then, they're going to buy it. Then when they bring in the new currency, it's going to level out again. But nonetheless, it's better to have that currency because like what's happening, like the way it is with this C19, like you probably won't be able to go to your bank to get your money that's in the banks. So you might as well transfer it into an actual form of currency. And let's say you can't go in the bank and change that. You never know what could happen, You can just pay off people with that silver or gold because people will take that. It's real silver, real gold. Like they're gonna take it, and all they have to do is go to the bank, transfer that into real or so-called real money, and you paid them, right? But if you don't take your money out and you leave it in the banks, most likely you won't be able to get it because eventually they're gonna be like, well, you can't come into the banks if you're not have the Maxine and et cetera, right? So it's better to start transferring that, converting it now into silver and gold. That's if the Spirit's telling you to do that. But, the apostles talk about it all the time, silver and gold, right? There was a scripture. I can't find it at the moment, but we'll go to a different one. Isaiah 14:4. Isaiah 14:4, that thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how hath the oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased, right? And go into the word ceased. Or cease. To stop moving, acting, or speaking, come to an end. To come to an end, stop, cease, give up, desist. To cease, go slow, give over, leave off, be idle. Go away, withdraw, yield. So that's happening right now with America, so-called America, really Babylon, right? They're yielding from everything. The dollar is going to yield. It's going to cease. Their goods are being ceased. Their countries ceased, right? They're even ceasing from trying to deploy their democracy in different countries. There was an article about that, right? They just stopped their global domination, so to speak. So they're ceasing everything, right? So it's just a matter of time before that place is finished, and other neighboring countries that are involved with the beast system. But yeah, that's it on that. I don't have a lot. I just saw that article and it was important to mention money and gold and silver. So like I said, I hope this lesson was edifying to the hopeful elect. I close out by saying, Ka Hala Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakha Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone and to the hopeful elect pushing his word in truth and sincerity across the four corners of the earth. Death and destruction to his wicked kingdom and the 2/3 as well. Kwam Yasharella, Abad Babal, Shalom.